Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with the growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcasting, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
TNT Cakes Creations and more, where we specialize in red velvet and strawberry cheesecake, chocolate covered strawberries, custom baby boxes, custom signs, custom tees and sweatshirts, custom sports balls, graduation accessories, custom glasses and tumblers, custom license plates, heat transfers, custom office signs. TNT Cakes Creations and more. Give us a call.
Yo. Excuse me for a second. Got this horse.
Nah, you knew.
I gotta get this shit on out, man. You know.
You knew it was showtime. Why would you stuff your face? What are you eating? Anyway?
I'm doing my nice rendition of Donna Snipes down here. You know, baby.
Not the
What up, y'all? Hey, look.
He down here
welcome back to the GAMG, the Big Flex Strongcast, y'all. I am y'all host, John Q, and this bitch. Y'all know what time it is. And guess who? Man, we got the whole squad back again and shit.
Guess
who
graced us with his
presence? Shit. Say we got sis down here. What up, though? Latoya, Deshaun in the building, and Don Snipes. What's up, y'all?
Hey.
What's going on with y'all? You know what I'm saying?
What's the word?
Man. Tag team back again.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's episode 82. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We creeping back on up there. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get to that 100 mark and shit. I don't think we're going to make it and shit by the end of the year. You know what I'm saying?
No, we don't have enough time.
Nah, you know, but we going to make this shit very interesting, especially for today and the rest of this fiscal year. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all already know. Hey, look, this is where gym conversation meets podcasting, y'all. So y'all know what to do. If y'all haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel or the podcasting channel or the GAMG group page. Make sure y'all do like and share this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we do. You know what I mean? How was y'all? How was y'all strong again, man? What y'all been up to? You know what I mean? I know last week we missed. If y'all see my voice is not still 100%. You know what I'm saying? We got a nice little story behind that. Everybody kind of know, but you know, maybe we might get into it. If not, I ain't gonna get into it right now. So maybe a later day.
He loses his voice. He get extra smooth, don't he? He trying to,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, the little radio voice.
Yeah.
Barry Flex around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? How was y'all strong again? What y'all hoes doing, man? What y'all been up to?
We got to get caught up on the lot with.
Oh yeah, definitely,
here,
definitely.
So we should start with him.
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead, run it.
The weekend
Strong again.
I said my.
Get him back into
Listen,
the groove.
I set my tail down a little bit. I was tired. I was tired. I watched some sports. What else did I do?
That boy been working.
Yeah, and I just really chilled out. Just trying to come back to the real world. I just finished like 3 projects. Shout out to Paris Films.
Yeah, clap that shit
David
up.
Chung. The last movie I filmed was a movie called Broken Bonds.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that. Got to work with some really, really cool talent. Marcus Woods, Sierra Angelia, Bella Chadwick, China, Robin Rose Spit. It's a lot of folk. You know,
right,
it was
Shout
really,
them out.
really
Hey,
cool.
man.
Shout out to Decorah. Before that, I did a project with Blacksmith Entertainment. Shout out to Rocky and Kellen and the Shoe Lady. I did a project called The Ultimate Vendetta.
The Ultimate
So yeah, that was cool. Got a chance to work with my homegirl and fellow Scorpio, Nunu Thurman.
All right.
So that was dope. Bianca Simone. It was just, that was cool. And then right before that, I worked on a project. This might be like the first mother-daughter team to produce a project. Diana Joy and Sierra Angelia, mother-daughter duo.
All right, clap that shit up. You know what
So
I'm saying?
that was cool, man.
All right.
Been a little busy. Yeah. But outside of that, man, I miss you guys. Shout out to the birthday boy over here, another Scorpio.
Yeah, happy birthday, old man.
I worked on my birthday. You know what I'm saying? I was out at a sunflower farm in New Boston, Michigan.
Yeah, you was telling me about
which was interesting. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna just sit down and kind of cruise the rest of this year on out.
Okay.
Be creative and just kind of keep it moving.
All right. Hey, look, say for your born day, hey man. Hey, look, tell them what you got on. I mean, Toya always represent. Well, what you got on right now?
Yeah,
man?
you know what I'm saying. You put me together. You know what I'm saying. I got the that GAMG. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that fly shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what to do and shit to holler at me and shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can DM me or text me or anything. Get in touch with me. Yeah, you want some nice workout apparel and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So. Y'all know what to do.
We might have to do the red carpet for.
We got going crazy with the colors and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
We need to do a red carpet.
Yeah, I'll put together anything y'all want me to put together, as far as different colors and stuff like that for y'all. If y'all really want to get some GAMG shit in your life, So. All right. So what about you, Toya? How's your strong end? Your strong ends, the last last two.
Both of them were full of just relaxation, sports. I did a little socializing.
Okay.
But mostly sports, especially like this past strong end with the Mike Tyson fight.
Yeah, so we got to talk about
for all that was. So we'll talk about that a little later.
Yeah.
Then UFC had some fights going on. I was supposed to be watching them. They really watched me, to be honest.
Say, hey, look,
football Sunday.
Say you didn't tap into like, oh yeah, I'm a little bit getting a little older in my life.
Listen,
I gotta go
seasoned.
Yeah, a little.
Oh no,
season.
that happened to me a lot and shit, man. A lot of stuff be watching my ass for real. I be having some stuff on. Next thing I know, it be like 1 o'clock. I'm like, damn, I'm in sleep for not a nap, man. I'm in sleep for about 3 hours.
I just said it today. I started watching Against My Better Judgment. I think it's called Beauty in Black.
Okay.
I think
Beauty in Black.
And somebody was asking me about, like, oh, how do you like it? What episode are you on? And I was like 7. I was like, but I'm certain I haven't watched 7 episodes. Probably 5 of them have watched me.
Yeah.
So
okay.
It's just been that type of vibe over the past.
That's the Tyler Perry joint?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've
heard about it, but I haven't watched
Against
it.
My Better Judgment because I am not a fan of Tyler Perry. But somebody recommended it to me, so I was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot.
Out. Yeah.
I think I'll go back and kind of see if it's because I kept falling asleep on it that I'm not feeling it, or if I'm not feeling it for the reason I'm not feeling the rest of his shows and movies.
Is it kind of like the same,
TBD.
Like predictable kind of writing or something? Or?
Yeah, again, for me, it's the abused women, everything is about the women being abused.
Yeah, it's like ain't y'all getting tired of that shit? Like I think I'm kind of getting tired of that same old shit like that, and same old I'm a drug dealer, and I gotta, I'm gonna shoot everybody up and all that kind of shit. It's like damn. And
the person that recommended it to me was like, well, you know what I appreciate is that he employs, black actresses and actors and this, that, and the third. And I was like, that's cool, but why can't we employ them and write stuff
different writers and stuff like that different ideas.
I won't even say paints us in a positive light, but shows us some positivity. Shows us a better way. Or you know what I mean? Or
like more historical stuff. You can do some stuff, say, about the Moors. You can do stuff about, say...
Or that. But there's so many different
shit.
Things
like royalty. There is, say, a such thing as, say, European, quote-unquote, black, whatever you want to call that is, black, you say, royalty and shit like that. So... it's a lot of stuff to be explored that I believe that a lot of writers, probably are out here that's writing things like that. They might not be getting the opportunity to, to do it. So, that's what Snipes come in. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay.
I will say that I appreciate
and Doc. What the hell I'm talking? And shit. And Dr. Ruckus.
I appreciate some. Different storytelling is what I'll sum it up to.
Exactly.
I'll go so far as to say that I am a fan of Tyler Perry in terms of his story and what he done and been able to accomplish. I may or not be as big a fan of some of his more recent product, or projects rather. The sensationalism, a lot of the, and I don't know, I feel like sometimes we still kind of falling back to that old formula of a lot of drama mixed in with the LGBTQ community. And again, it's nothing wrong with sharing those stories.
Yeah.
But I just think that a lot of his stuff kind of centers around that only. And again, if that's his vein, that's his vein.
Yeah.
I just think that, we do need some different type of storytelling because there are many different, perspectives that we have as a people.
Yeah.
Many different things that we are into.
Yeah.
And we need to see more of those stories.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean,
well said.
We have, highly educated, melanated people here, people that can cook very well. Some people who have, triumphed and come from really, really bad situations.
Inventors, you know what I'm saying? Inventors, geniuses, and shit like that.
One thing that's real, there's a lot that goes on in our community is, a lot of aunts and uncles that have, taken in, their siblings' children to help raise them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another huge thing in our community.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
I get it, when we start talking about television and TV and that form of media, yes, we want to see the conflict, but there are definitely other types of conflict and stories that we need to see. So yeah. All
right, y'all. So look, say my strong end went just like this for the most part in the last pass. Like you said, we got to talk about the Lions real quick. So we've been watching the Lions, of course. It's like yesterday, watched that ass kicking that they gave the Jacksonville Jaguars, 52-6. It's like goddamn,
crazy work.
Yeah, I mean, I think they didn't did that against what was it, Tennessee. They didn't put up 52 points.
Dallas
against they've been kicking their ass, man. You know what I'm saying? I believe just like this, the way that I would say their mindset is, they already know the Super Bowl is theirs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
I've been hearing like a lot of other little people now starting to say, oh yeah, they didn't have to go ahead and run up the score on them. It's like bullshit. We've been getting our ass kicked for years and people ain't said nothing. So right now, I just truly believe, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, payback's a motherfucker now. What I mean?
But why would they lighten up? Like, you here to play the game, you here to give it your all. It doesn't matter what the score is. Why would you lighten up?
Well, see, what I'm saying is like, like you had with the politician Chris Christie and shit, and when we whooped Dallas ass, right? He get to talking shit about our coach, talking about some he didn't have to run it up and this and that. It's like, hold on, but everybody it was all a laughing joke, you know what I'm saying, when everybody would play against us when we wasn't good for fucking 50, 60 years, you know what I'm saying? And everybody was kicking our ass and wouldn't know what, you know, we was the laughing stock. Now, hey, you know what I'm saying? Now they come to play and they kicking ass and now it's a problem. No, take your medicine.
But also,
shut up and shut the fuck up and take your medicine now.
Let's just look at those.
How about that?
Agreed, 110%. I love to see it, but let's just talk about those games and let's just be like completely honest about the running it up. Yes, they ran it up, but we look at the Dallas game, right? They were having fun.
That's all.
They were having fun. They were doing trick plays that they can't normally do, you know, against a team that may have a better defense.
Yeah.
They were having fun. Yeah, them having fun still got them touchdowns and they still ran up the score. But they were having fun. And that's what you do. When you got that type of lead, you start doing the shit you can't normally pull off. Yeah. Have fun with it. Why not? At the end of the day, a L is a L. It doesn't matter how many points it's by. It doesn't matter if it's by 3 points or 50 points. A L is a L. Why not run it up? Yeah. Why not have fun?
I think they've been having fun though the whole season.
Yeah, to be honest with you. They've been clowning when they supposed to.
Because the one thing that has stood out to me is they go for it on fourth down. They're not afraid to put it all on the line. Goff's got a lot better. Last year he was stumbling and bumbling.
He just had a perfect passer rating yesterday. Yeah. He didn't have some games this year where it's only a few out of the whole NFL history that has, you know, those kind of stats.
Despite that one where he
went for like 18 for 18 and shit one game. You know what I mean? So it's like each week the Lions have actually been breaking history, some kind of either the Lions history or the NFL history each week. They got like a trio. They said today that both our running backs and then Amon-Ra St. Brown, right? They said that this is like the first time in, I don't know, maybe just in general, that each damn near game, they got like maybe 8 or 9 games that they all scored a touchdown.
Yeah, that they all scored. It's 8 games, 8 games straight that they all scored. Like all 3 of them have scored a touchdown.
That's insane.
That was NFL history.
That's insane.
Also, even with Hutchinson being out, and he's been out for several weeks now.
Oh yeah, the defense has been clamped up. Yeah,
but his stats.
Oh yeah, he's still like ranked like 5th or something.
Yeah, like he's still in the top 5.
He been gone for a month.
He been gone. Yeah, that is going to show you what they've done in this year. The fact that he has been out for a month, unable to play, and he's still in the top 5 players. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, you know, so. Shout out to the Lions. Hey, look.
Number 1 in the
country.
Bring
home. Hey, look, as Panay Sewell would say, he want the big daddy. He said he want the big kahuna. So come on with that motherfucking Super Bowl, y'all.
We can expand it now because now it's not just number 1 in our...
Oh, we got the best. Yeah, we tied for the best record now.
The entire.
You saying in the NFC? Something else too. I want to point out. Another team that I've been following is the Colorado Buffs. I mean, I really can. I get excited to see when Shador and Shiloh and Hunter, all those guys hit the field. They too have been having a lot of fun. I think that we have been witnessing these last 2 years just a new era of coaching style. And on the collegiate level, I mean, them boys, they having fun. Yeah. I saw interesting stat. Was that you who showed me that, cuz?
Which one?
There's a guy here from Belleville. He's going to get a $10 million NIL deal when he goes to college. Oh, you're
talking about the quarterback.
The quarterback,
Underwood from,
Listen, these kids, they making next level money. I saw a video the other day where one of the quarterbacks, he bought all the linemen custom gold chains. He spent like $2 million. Yeah. To get his offensive line gold chains at a dinner party. And I said, this what we doing now? I mean,
okay.
I mean, kudos that you got it. But man, I mean, you know, put it this way: it's about time. I'll just say with that, with freedom come responsibility, and I just hope that, you know, a lot of these young men that come from, you know, what a lot of us have come from, that they do something, you know, constructive with, you know, this newfound cash flow that they got going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they probably have already, you know, been popular, good at what they do, and just kind of moving up through the ranks. But when it comes to managing money and finances, you know, we you know, I hope that a lot of these young men really have somebody in their corner, because you figure, man, sometimes this stuff ain't what it's cracked up to be. You know, you might have family members trying to get at you, and, you know, they hear some of these stats and some of these stories in the news, and it's just like, oh, I need to be calling little man and getting some money. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So on one hand, it's a beautiful thing that these young men can start to, you know, help their families and do other things, you know, with this NIL deal and all that kind of stuff. But on another hand, I hope that, you know, with this stuff comes some financial responsibility. You know, some good people that are in their corner. That's not going to try to, you know, really take advantage of that shit. Because we need that. You know, you get 40, 50 motherfuckers and they're starting to get all these millions of dollars, and it's just like, whoa. Let's make sure we're doing what we're supposed to do now. You know, because that's how we're going to get better as a community, get better as a nation, and just get better as a people.
Speaking of, say, getting better as a people, hey, I got to give a shout out to the ladies at Hair Crack and DRC. All right, look, they just dropped me off, say some shea butter, some shampoo.
I got mine on right now.
Conditioner. Oh, me too. Even though I didn't shave my, even though I didn't cut my beard.
You got in your hand as well.
This oil. Oh yeah. Listen, y'all got to definitely tap in with them as, say, Vegan Hair Crack company. They can also you can purchase some of their products at Boss Babes in Oak Park at 8970 West 9 Mile Road. That's Oak Park, and then the zip code is 48237. So
I keep some on when I'm on set.
Man.
Anytime I go to set,
Hey, listen.
I throw something on and everybody, man, your beard look nice. It's nice, it's hydrated, and it smell good.
Hey, now listen though, it's been great on my skin.
It ain't no stinking ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, it actually smell good. Miles, throw something in your shit, bro. Trust me, when the chick lay on your chest, man.
And then also what they gave me, they said that you can use, you know, women can use this in their hair and stuff like that to help their hair grow. But like I said, I done cut off my beard, you know, maybe about 2-3 weeks now, right? And I've been still using the products, and it's been real good on my skin. I've been actually able to use a razor on my face all the way. You know what I mean? Not just say lining up how it was with my beard. And my skin has been like real smooth and good. So definitely recommend them, y'all. So if y'all got some beards or y'all got some hair that y'all want to grow, give them a...
if you got some
if you got some beards and shit, you know what I mean? Hey, look, if your beard is weird and your stash is trash, make sure you holler at them. You know what I mean? For real. All right?
That sounded hilarious. If you got some beards, if you got some hair, doesn't matter what the hair is.
Hey, look,
you
we gotta let them let us know. I wouldn't, you know,
put on your pubes. It's all vegan. Hey, look, it's all vegan.
I know, right?
Like, if you want your shit to puff,
I mean, she did say that the products, you know, are all natural.
It's all natural. So you know what I'm saying. Make sure, hey, Vegan Hair Crack, y'all, and DRC.
Hair Crack. So the question is, can you use your products down there on the hair?
Listen, I put these last couple movies I did, I even took it to set with me, because the last movie I did, the majority of the shots were outside. And so the one thing that I like about their product was I would put it on outside, and it not only did it keep my stuff hydrated, but it had a nice shine to it. Like it looked like my shit was dancing.
That's exactly it.
Like I sprayed some oil sheen or something in it.
But what else?
And it smelled good. Like I said, and it smelled good.
Your face looks rejuvenated. Like
it's this. I'm telling you, this shit. Yeah.
What else are you doing now? Tell us about your skincare.
Drinking my water, trying to mind my business.
Pause. Did y'all hear that? He said, minding his business.
Yeah.
If y'all have skin problems, mind
stress-free.
your own damn business.
Yeah. And then you get to glow like snipes.
Not only that.
That's a commercial.
Right. Mind your own damn business if your ass want to look young.
I'm gonna tell you something, right?
Young and refreshing.
When it comes to that as well. And I don't want to go down this crazy rabbit hole, but
let's go.
Yeah.
Many of us speak so bad about ourselves.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We say some things about ourselves sometime, and it just... Listen, there's a difference between saying, hey, look, I'm making an honest statement versus saying to yourself, you know what? I'm going to make a statement that I desire to be the real outcome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's important to speak well of yourself. Now, listen, I'm not saying just make up any old thing, okay? Right. But what I'm saying to you is when we really speak, you know, to ourselves in a way that doesn't serve us, you know, sometimes, you know, we kick our own self in the ass. A lot of the wounds that we have, they self-inflicted.
Mm-hmm.
And so really just learning how to stop sometimes and say, hey, listen, let me get up out my head and speak better about myself.
Yeah.
That shit is important, man. I mean, I've caught myself sometime. You know, some people just assume, oh, I'm into acting. You know, a lot of times I get casted in certain roles where, you know, maybe I'm the lead and it's the lover type shit. But, you know, I still have my own things that I'm comfortable about. Or, you know, maybe I have some insecurities that I have to dig a little bit deeper to let go of, and that shit matters.
Yeah.
And so, you know, just speaking well about yourself, let that shit go a long way.
Yeah. And
then you can add some hair crack to your beard and just, you know, really take it to the next level.
You say, hey, look, you say, learn how to shut the fuck up and stay out of people's business.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. Listen, I was talking to my partner Henri. Shout out to Henri Franklin.
What up, though, bro?
And
I just seen his ass a few days ago, too.
Something that stood out to me, I was listening to this lady, I can't think of her name right now. She speaks about a lot of narcissists and narcissism. But she basically was saying that people, get my thought. She was basically saying that people have a tendency not only to not speak good about themselves, but they don't even realize how that affects your whole being, you know, in terms of your sleep, all of that. Yes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we tend to just think, oh, it's just some words. Yeah. But it's just like, no, you putting those vibrations out for everybody, you know what I'm saying, including yourself. And
that shit come back, and the universe don't know no different. So you put that shit out here. So
there is power. But and it's not, you know, they say that there is power in the tongue, but it's so much more than it being in the tongue. Like, that's your mindset. Yeah. That's how you feel about yourself. So that's how you move. That's how you act. That's what you do.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah. So all right. Creating boundaries. I'm sorry. This is the most important thing I want to say about that. Creating boundaries is not about just telling somebody, hey, this is my boundary. Creating boundaries is more about it's taking action. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not about you just telling somebody, hey, you know, don't treat me this way or don't do this to me. No, it's about showing them, okay, I've shared with you what they are, and now we're going to go ahead and put them into effect, you know, in the event that you don't really understand me. Because some people, they don't believe shit is think. And you know, they are habitual line steppers and won't give a fuck. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like a little bit of that, you know what I'm saying? Learning how to say no, minding your business. Shit, man, that shit right there, it'll have you feeling rejuvenated.
It does work wonders. I had a conversation with my niece a little bit ago about healthy boundaries, right? And just teaching her, like, your healthy boundaries are for your protection. Yeah. But a part of that healthy boundary is not just saying, this is my boundary. It's also about communicating, this is my boundary, and if you break this boundary, this is the consequence of your action. give them the whole thing. Like, allow them the opportunity to make an educated decision for whether or not they want to break that boundary.
Yeah,
a well-informed decision.
It's pretty much say
decision.
punishment or reward. That's all it is, as far as a nice little standard.
But the boundaries have to have all of that. If you create these boundaries, but there's no consequence to that boundary being broken, then what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, it's pointless. It doesn't
playing around.
You playing around. That's really what
Fucking
you're doing.
off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Playing around.
And teaching people that they can fuck around with you. Like, that they can play around with you.
Yeah.
Well,
it
take
around
courage.
And find out.
It take courage though to really practice having boundaries.
It does.
And I think that's something that many of us, we think we have courage, but a lot of us we don't. It takes courage to literally say, hey, I want to say this, or maybe I'm not going to do this, or I'm not going to allow this person. I'm going to speak up for myself, or maybe I want to share this, and whatever the consequences may be if they don't like it. Because sometimes when you start thinking about what is that, fawning? That's people pleasing. When people get into that type of shit, this shit got a domino effect when you don't set certain boundaries and you let people just run amok. And they'll end up saying, doing any damn thing, and then next thing you know, you find yourself, hey, I don't want to stir the pot. We're 10 man. That's the motherfucking shirt we need. Habitual pot stirrer.
Yeah.
That's the type of shit I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. Because I feel like the one thing I've had to learn is that a lot of the times when I didn't set boundaries, I ended up with a result that I didn't like, and I had control over it. Yeah. I just had to take responsibility that I had control over it.
Yeah. Now I got a question for y'all. I'm about to lead into one of our topics real quick. What about the boundaries and shit in society? Like this past damn week, Strong in and shit with this Tyson and Jake Paul fight. Like, My point of this is this.
You brought up a great point. I hope you share the whole point. Go ahead.
No, I am. So, you hear a lot of people that want to go out here. They made plans and shit to watch this fight, right? So I'm glad I didn't have Netflix because I didn't want to watch this shit. Because I'm gonna tell you just like this. This what kind of like made me really like look at society in a way to say, where is our standards? Where is our boundaries, right? When it comes to a guy that's 27 years old, want to fight a guy that's 58 years old, right? So we are going to say, okay, so you got Jake Paul, right? Young white guy, right? They play on to say the races of shit, you know what I mean? Of course, when it comes to say these fights and making millions of dollars and everything, I get it. You know what I'm saying? He looked out for Mike Tyson as far as throwing him a $20 million bag and everything. But let's just be real. Like, in society alone, do you really, you really that sick, you know what I'm saying, that you would want to see a young man beat the shit out of a old guy, you know what I mean? And I look at it like this. Let's just play, say, Angel's advocate to the degree of, if it was, say, a Michael B. Jordan, right? And he said, hey, I want to beat the shit out of, say, a Hulk Hogan or somebody that's old as hell, or, Sylvester Stallone. Would people be actually, geeked up to go, watch that shit? Or are they going to be looking at it as like, they're going to look at him like, man, this shit is elder abuse. You know what I mean? So at some point in time, like, when is enough when it comes to say this quote unquote, doing everything.
That's a good point.
Doing everything for just say a bag and everything else, and for attention. You know what I mean? Because not only that, hold on, hear me out. Not only that, why didn't Jake Paul say, hey, where's Chuck Norris at? He's supposed to have been this big badass motherfucker. Chuck Norris about 100 years old. Would people want to see that shit? Like, you know what I'm saying, to be honest with you? No. But we'll just go ahead and parade, the back in the day, say the baddest man on earth and shit, you know what I'm saying, Mike Tyson, you know what I mean? To be the circus monkey, you know what I mean? How about that? Oh. To go ahead and get that bag, you know what I mean? Because I just really feel like it always take, let's be real, always take a nigga to make a bag. Because don't nobody want to see a young white guy beat the shit out of an old white guy. Deep. Like, come on, man. So what's up with fucking society? What the fuck is up with society? I'm sorry, I just had to call that shit out how I saw it.
Bro.
Listen, when he said that shit to me the other day,
Listen.
and I said, "Damn, cuz that is a very interesting perspective."
That is a
You know,
very
but
I wanna listen.
You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't racism, but they playing into it. You know,
and this is why I love doing this show with y'all. I promise you, I never thought about it that way. Let me tell you how I looked at it, though. A couple of things. We wanted to see. Let me not speak for we. I wanted to see the fight because I wanted to know if the Iron Mike still had the iron fist. In all of his little promo videos, he's sparring and he's juking and jiving, and I was like, okay, so I'm sure he still got that power, right? In these promo videos, he's moving around just fine. I was like, if he can actually get off a few of his power punches, he might actually have a chance at knocking this young boy out. Yeah, this young boy has been fighting UFC fighters. He's not fighting real boxers.
And he's been fighting old fucking boxers.
Exactly.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
So
like, come on, man.
He's not. So I still felt like, okay, maybe Mike has a chance. So that was one, like, okay, I want to see this. And then when they said, oh, it's only going to be 8 rounds and it's going to be 2 minutes a round, I was like, oh yeah, like Mike, he can hang in there for that. Like, not a big deal. And then when I saw some of the
and everything,
I was like, okay, no, this is scripted. First of all, like they're friends, like. They're friends. They did each other a favor.
But look how they play society, though. Look, once again,
exactly.
They both
played society.
Yeah.
But
society is sick, though. That's what I'm saying. Society is sick.
For the bag. They're friends. Neither one of them were trying to hurt each other. You could see it when Mike did get off that power punch. It was like, bro, you were supposed to duck. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't think he threw a punch after that.
So here's the deal, right?
Sick ass society, man.
I think that at the end of the day, what we witnessed is a few different things. And when you really unpack it, the fight within itself was a huge business move for Netflix. That's first and foremost.
Yep.
Okay. You got to understand that a lot of these Hollywood right now is changing. You know, there's a lot of fuckery going on in Hollywood. If you start looking at the numbers in terms of movies that have been made, a lot of people are not
Denzel.
They not really. Hollywood is scared to venture on out with new shit. That's first of all. Netflix, on the other hand, the one thing about business, and I heard this from he was a Harvard business professor. He said that businesses fail because humans fail. Mm-hmm. So businesses fail oftentimes because they lack the speed and the wherewithal to adapt to changing times. All right, you got a lot of different platforms out here. Netflix, they want to remain in the number one spot. Mm-hmm. So everything that we witnessed was a pure business move. Now, your comment, cuz when you said peep the psychology of it
in society
is interesting, because believe it or not, that may have been one of the biggest reasons subconsciously why they were able to push the button on it. Because here's the deal: when you really think about a lot of stuff, I don't necessarily think that they played anybody, but it was definitely marketed in such a way where we really thought we were going to see a brawl. Yeah. A lot of people wanted to see Mike Tyson whoop on Jake Paul's young ass. And there's a lot of people who said, damn, we want to see Jake Paul whip on his old ass. Yeah. Okay. So the lane was open. The lane had already opened, though, when you saw Mike Tyson fight Roy Jones Jr. Yeah. You've been seeing a lot of these celebrity matches. So you got to understand,
but that's
everything
two old
that
motherfuckers.
It is. But listen to me. Everything, which is still sick, though. Everything aligned in a way where some of these things could be blanketed. But I will say this: you bring up a wonderful point. Would that fight have been as exciting if you would have seen somebody like a John Bones Jones whoop on a Hulk Hogan ass? Because he would have demolished his ass. You understand what I'm saying?
But wouldn't nobody want to... Hey, listen, they'd be sitting up there talking about, man, Hey, that's elder abuse. Like, man, it was trying to lock his ass up.
It was interesting, but
You know
but
what I
again,
mean?
right? Netflix they're bringing the NFL to their platform. All we really saw was them trying for the first time a new business model right before our eyes. Now, with that being said, I can't be mad at it because at the end of the day, the two females that fought, that shit was a war. I totally enjoyed looking at the fight.
I seen some of the highlights.
I totally enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But again, I do think that you make a good point, and this was something that, you know, again, maybe deep down inside, that touched on some racial bias, some things that, you know, we've been ingrained in terms of, you know, a society, because that's what really made it exciting. And if you really watch the fight, a lot of the celebrities that they were showing, they weren't black celebrities,
right?
But
you know what I'm saying?
On the consensus, though, I will say this: like, I've heard like a lot of say, quote unquote, white people say they wanted Mike Tyson to whoop his ass. So I don't think it was really more so like to that degree on a racial aspect, but it was what they're selling. But then, like you said, it is to that point to where they were able to sell that alone. You know what I'm saying? That racial undertone. Because like I said and shit, we know what it is. You know what I mean? Like, young white guy, old black guy that's supposed to have been the baddest man on earth. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So we always gotta have the quote unquote, you know, what they call it, the like the white savior kind of thing, kind of complex or whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean? So and it's like, like I said, I get it far as, you know, they're friends. They made at least say what, $60 million in 12 minutes, right? Yeah. That's a good ass look, right?
I heard Mike say he did it for his kids.
Well, listen though, like I said, at the end of the day,
just gave all his kids $80 million apiece.
At the end of the day, I'll say it like this: the two fighters themselves are not on no racist stuff, because I look at it like this: they just play society to say, "Hey, I want to go ahead and look out for you, bro, because I know you got screwed around by, say, Don King, which was a black guy. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else who Tyson and shit, who did a lot of business with, screwed him over. So he probably was like, you know what? I respect you. I want to go ahead and get, if we can, get you a bag. You know what I'm saying? You older, you my guy. You know what I'm saying? However, we know the model to go ahead and shit and get this bag and play off of the fucked up psyche of society. That's all.
One thing about us is whether we got it or not, we gonna spend that money to see that thing.
I saw people saying they thought he was a sellout. I didn't think Mike sold out though.
I didn't think so.
I saw people say, man, you messed up your legacy. Let me tell you something. And a lot of people have spoke on this.
How you gonna make
Mike is smarter than what a lot of us peg him for. Yeah. And listen, Mike kept saying, I'm not gonna lose. To me, I saw Mike say that one time. Yeah. He wasn't gonna lose.
He wasn't.
He's almost 60.
He wasn't.
He's doing an exhibition fight. He walking away with a big payday.
There you
Ain't
go.
too many 60-year-olds even attempting to get in that ring with a motherfucker like that. He won. So to me, when every time Mike said, I'm not losing.
He did.
He meant that, but I just feel as though it went over a lot of people's head.
No, it do.
He wasn't losing.
Let me
I could use a good 20 mil right now myself.
Hell yeah.
I get in the ring and fall out.
Shit.
I get in the ring, do a little ducking and dapping for sure with anybody.
Shit.
It was entertainment.
Now look,
it is what it is.
Now listen to this. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. So let me. Did y'all see the interview he did with the little girl?
No.
And she was like, you know, how do you feel about the legacy you're going to leave behind? And Mike Tyson was like, basically, he was like, who cares about a legacy?
Yeah. But he said that before though in the interview,
like,
though. You know,
when I die, I'm gonna be dead.
Yeah.
Like, who cares about a legacy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, Mike on a different level mentally. Yeah.
The poor little girl was like,
yeah.
Like, thank you for answering the question, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
obviously she wasn't expecting that. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, Mike didn't have the. He just was being Mike. Like, girl, don't nobody give a fuck about no legacy.
Yeah.
I'm here to do what I need to do for today, and when I'm gone, I'm gonna be gone, and that's gonna be the end of my story.
Listen, not to mention, you know, I look at it like this. Just speaking for myself, you know, when I leave this earth. For me, you know, if I ever get married, I want to make sure my wife is good. But outside of that, right now, if I had to pick my number one thing, I just want to make sure my kids good. You know what I'm saying? I leave them something. You know, to help them get that little step ahead in life, and then I'm good. That is what will make me feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, you know, leave a you know, a great impression on people to where they, you know, you can live on and shit in conversation. You know what I mean? Because I think a lot of times, you know, people I don't think really understand that the energy and stuff like that when you leave, it's still here and it can still resonate, you know what I mean, and music and conversation and stuff like that to keep people alive. You know what I mean? They you know, they memories and stuff like that. So, you know, don't overlook that shit. You know what I mean? Because it's way more, I always say this, it's way more of the unseen than it is in the seen. You know, especially if you know, you spirited or you believe in God and stuff like that, or higher being and everything. So
while we're talking about legacy and what we leave behind for our kids, let me say this. It, especially after burying a parent of my own, on my own, we know that it is important that we have insurance policies and things so that our families are taken care of when we leave. But before we leave, we need to make sure that if we're leaving this large amount of money right behind, so like, for example, my kids will get $125,000 each. If I'm leaving this to them, it is my responsibility while I'm here to teach them how to be responsible with that amount of money. Otherwise, I've not done them justice by simply leaving behind a life insurance policy.
Or let me speak on this. I mean, I'm kind of like new to it or whatever, as far as, which I shouldn't be, but as far as in a trust, isn't a trust pretty much set up to where they have to follow certain guidelines in order to say, have access to that money. You know, so there's some things, you know, to kind of think of too, I guess. You know?
I think too, sometimes it's interesting that you say that, because I notice a lot of time in our community, it's so taboo to talk about, you know, stuff like that. And I feel like the minute you start bringing up those type of conversations, you know,
you can't talk
there's
about
some superstitious involved. There's some, or motherfucker just might feel scared. Like if I tell you that this going on, maybe you might try to off my ass or something. Like there is a fucking fear for people to have that discussion.
But you know,
listen.
But it is some skullduggery ass people out here that be trying to skullduggery ass motherfuckers, man.
Right. I haven't heard that word in a long time.
Point. And I work in hospice now. And so I'm seeing it on a regular basis.
But here's my deal, right? It's some skullduggery ass lawyers out here too.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Just because these motherfuckers, you know, are involved in helping to create these trusts and all that type of shit, that don't mean that they have the utmost interest, you know, for their clients.
You're right about that.
You see what happened to the jewelry guy from here?
I know.
Hutch.
You
know, and here's the deal: when he first got killed, you know, unfortunately, he was paid by some folk. Well, the guy who killed him was paid by some folk, but the guy who killed him was a black dude who fucking poor. He was damn near bum. Rode up on the bike, killed him. But when they start uncovering the story, it was the fucking lawyer.
All along.
Who had fucking been setting this shit up all along. You understand what I'm saying? And then this dude, listen, when it first came out, all the folk in the community, oh man, dang, brother can't have nothing, this and that. No, this shit was a setup, and it was masterminded by somebody else. Some shit that they had nothing to do with him. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that it's important to have these type of conversations for several reasons. Because even though, you know, we may say, well, hey, we gonna set these provisions in place, somebody need to know, because if nobody know, you fuck around and pass and your lawyer don't know shit, or you know, hey, I don't know what happened to such and such, you know.
But you know, his pocket's gonna be fucking fat.
The other side to that too is that a trust is a very good route to set up like boundaries and perimeters, and to do this, you got to get this. But what a lot of people like really need to understand, if you want to look into that and start preparing for it, is that in order to set that up and to get a lawyer to do a trust, you're talking about at a minimum $1,000.
Yeah.
So it is very good, and I do highly recommend if you have properties, if you have savings, if you have 401ks, if you really have something besides a life insurance policy that you're leaving behind for your beneficiaries, that you start to save up now if you don't have it like that.
Yeah.
So that you can invest that money
into forming
their
it.
benefit. Yeah. Because it is expensive, but it is the absolute best way to protect your beneficiaries and what you have right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and definitely you know, that is something I think, like you said, that we need to, because a lot of times people pass and they business not in order. We see this shit all the time where a person died today and they funeral might not be in for a month. Yeah. Like that's not good. You know what I mean? Because now people scrambling around trying to get money and
the GoFundMe
and everything like that. And
shit in probate.
And
it's horrible.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So, like you said, that is something that we probably need to start really tackling. You know what I mean, and get somebody up here, or whatever that can.
Definitely needs to be a more widespread education and conversation on it. Yeah, because I mean, we only going to step into, you know, being more successful, you know, as a family or just as individuals, the more educated we are when it comes to that, you know, from a financial standpoint.
Yeah.
Many of us just are ignorant when it comes to a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
And nowadays, you have so many people saying, hey, you know, let me teach you this, let me teach you that. But there are a lot of people that are really kind of getting over and using social media to their advantage. And people are falling for the banana.
Yeah, you see this shit, Eric. Man,
did you see the guy who had the Tulsa, Jay Morrison?
Yeah, Jay Morrison. Yeah, man,
you got a lot of people right now that are really upset because they feel like that money was squandered.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
And that's
then he ended up selling the building, all kind of shit.
Now that's another thing, man. We definitely need to have a conversation of black faces in high places, or places, you know, or people that people actually trust that's supposed to be of the community that end up being scammers. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Those are the people that I'll say is the straight up ops. You know what I mean? And
come out and was able to, you know, maybe take responsibility if you fucked up.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying? Like, I never saw
you don't see that.
Jay Morrison, I haven't heard anything about, you know, what was done. Or
nothing. And that'd be the main thing, especially in shit with people in our community. If you done fucked over our money, just give us back our money, man. You know what I'm saying? You already know that people are pretty much giving up their last for a hope or a dream, or, you know, or anything like that, to try to have some kind of community, you know what I mean? To grow a community and stuff like that, or say, hey, I want to go ahead and support a quote unquote a black business or anything like that, or, you know, a black movement or anything. And then you turn around to scam. It's like, man, you just took the
or an apology, because after they fuck the money, the money gone. But at least an apology.
But then they make it harder for where somebody is really trying to do the right thing and will do the right thing, where people gonna be skeptical as hell. You know what I mean? So
got some challenges we got to overcome for sure.
Yeah. Taking accountability is huge. We should talk about that one week. Taking accountability.
Shit, next week then. How about that?
It's next week. It is.
You know, even though we didn't get to a couple, I know.
It happens.
Yeah, you know, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to add anything on our way on out the door today? What you got, Toya? What you got? I know you got something.
You know what? I don't, because we didn't talk about the topic that
I know. Hey, look, and
so that's okay. So we're gonna go into next week. But since we have talked about insurance policies, they are not expensive. So please, I don't care how old you are, how young you are, at least get a policy that's going to cover, if you like, fuck them kids and I don't want to leave them nothing because they the ones killing me. Like, at least get something that is enough to pay for your funeral and pay your debts.
Yeah. Like,
if you don't care about leaving them extra, also, like, don't leave them any debts. So at bare minimum, look at the debts that you have that you would be leaving behind and what it's going to cost to pay for your funeral. Let's say a nice one, $10,000, right?
Yeah.
And at least have something to do that, so that your family isn't mourning the loss of you, but then also stressed out about how to respectfully bury you. But then if you have a job that offers life insurance and you can give them more and set them off in a good way, make sure that you do a little research and you can educate them on how to invest that money once it's all done and they have it, how to not spend it all in a year, like, okay, this is what this is, but
possible investments,
make it last for you. Like start having those conversations now, so that, because it doesn't matter if you leave somebody with this type of money and they don't know what to do with it,
they're gonna just fuck over
you
it.
might as well have left them with nothing. So have those conversations, educate yourself, educate your kids, educate your spouses and your families. If you have any questions, I'm saying this, I probably cannot answer a lot of those questions, but I have a huge network and I can get you to somebody that can educate you on it. But yeah, we got to do better about educating ourselves and educating our people.
Absolutely.
On how to be responsible and how to protect even in the afterlife.
Absolutely.
And when we approach it, let's approach the conversation with love. Amen. Sometimes we have a tendency to make comments, oh, you should know better, or you should want this. Man, listen. We all come from different places. We all have experienced different things in life, and we have to get better about being kind. Yeah. I want to just leave some final comments for the men out there. It is okay to sometimes sit with some negative emotions and just kind of process them in a way where, you ask yourself some questions about how things really made you feel. Mm-hmm. A lot of times us as men, we go right into solving problems sometimes that we really don't process how things make us feel. You know what I'm saying? They come back to bite us in the ass.
Or create new problems.
Yeah. And so I think that it's important that, sometimes if you having a rough day or having a rough week, don't beat yourself up too much about it. Let those feelings, have a moment to, process within you. I was talking to my partner today and I said, listen, love is something that's supposed to flow through us. Mm-hmm. If it's stuck or stagnant, we won't have that current flowing through us. And, look at it this way, with electricity, if that electricity is not flowing, you understand what I'm saying? The circuit breaker gonna pop, and ain't nothing gonna work. Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of us, we don't understand love kind of work the same way. Love has to flow through us, and the only way it's gonna flow through us is if we're putting ourselves in a position, A, to give it, and B, to receive it. Some of us know how to. I know I struggle with receiving love. Yeah. It's easy for me to always give it, but it was hard for me to receive it. So I didn't even realize I was fucking up the flow. You understand what I'm saying? And it was getting stuck. It felt one-sided. Yeah. So, let love flow through you. That's all right.
Listen, why didn't you bring this up in the beginning of the show? That's
just my final word.
That's a whole...
You say, no, that explains some shit now.
That's a whole nother show. Okay, can we put a pin in that?
Yeah, you might have to go ahead.
Yeah. I got a little more to say on that, but I just think it's important because, again, with the flow of it, I used to really think that I was doing something by saying, oh man, I'm going to be the one to give it. Yeah. But if I was not allowing myself to receive it,
you're messing up the current.
I'm fucking up the flow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just thought I was doing something. I'm like, I didn't fucked it up.
That's a lesson that I've recently learned. That's why I'm like, damn, Don, we should have talked about that in the beginning.
That's important.
It's such an important
and listen,
lesson.
I didn't allow myself because A, I was too guarded. B, it was my way to protect myself, and probably the most important aspect of it, believe it or not, was not allowing it was a form of control.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because you don't want to.
I couldn't see it when I was doing it.
You don't want to open yourself up to be vulnerable. That's all.
Yeah, but see, listen, some people would just equate that as, oh, you just not opening yourself up. No, fuck that.
Nah,
that's a form of control.
It's a form of control.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's the bigger issue at hand.
It's a form of
You can't
control.
if you always putting yourself in the position to control every aspect of how love is
supposed to be
in your life.
Yeah.
You backing the flow up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, look, so along with the love, I'm going to tell y'all and shit, laugh a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I crack my little jokes and cuss a little bit up here, but that's just because it's part of the program. You know, as y'all see, we going to hit y'all and shit, you know what I'm saying, with some crazy, some good-ass topics, some crazy shit every now and then. Of course, make sure y'all get y'all ass to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Don't give me this shit about, I'm going to start at the beginning of the new year. Start your ass right now. You know what I'm saying? Get up off that couch, get off your ass, and start walking. Hit the gym. You know what I'm saying? Get a workout partner or something. You know what I mean? Start eating better. Eat some fucking vegetables. You know what I mean?
Eat some fruit.
Right
now.
Yeah, eat some fruit. Take a good shit. You know what I'm saying? If your shit look all fucked up right now.
Did you see that new study? They said a lot of women's their thumb and index finger is strong for two reasons. For texting and cutting the on and off button for the rows. I'm thinking to myself like,
you stupid though. Hey, look, y'all. Hey, look. We out of here on that note. Y'all know where to catch us every Monday night. We gonna flex out on y'all like
I'm strong as hell.
Every Monday night.
I mean,
I think you about to say something about somebody being constipated. He talking about some rolls. Fucking cell phone. Man, hey, look, see y'all next week, y'all. Peace, y'all.
Damn.